Hello, lovely. It's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results, and welcome to this episode. And today we're going to be talking about how you can stop getting distracted and stay focused so that you can achieve your goals. When you have a tiny time business, when you are trying to run a profitable business in 20 hours a week or less, the key, or one of the principles of making that work, is around your productivity. But getting distracted is a huge obstacle to your productivity. So in this video, I want to share with you some really simple ways that you can actually get rid of the distractions and actually stay focused. Now, I literally just recently published my first book, Tiny Time Big Results. You can get it on Amazon now. And I was chatting to a few people, I've been doing different podcast interviews, and one of the questions that keeps coming up is, how did you write the book, publish it, and market it in your tiny time? You've got 3 young children. How did you do that? And one thing I'm really keen to emphasize all the time is that I'm not some kind of anomaly. I'm just like you. You know, I have the same pressures. I have the same things that are going through my head because I think, oh, what's that all about? Shiny object syndrome, cat videos. I am very easy to distract. Super easy to distract, okay? So it's not like I have some kind of tunnel vision and I am always focused. That's not true. And so I wanted to shoot this video because I really want to emphasize that this isn't about being, having this innate ability to be focused. That's not what this is about. This is about how you can stop the distractions and stay focused, even when you have got a mind like mine. And a thought will come into my head and I'll want to Google that immediately. And it takes a lot of restraint to stop doing that. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you some really simple strategies that will help you to stay focused and put an end to those distractions as much as you possibly can. So the key thing here is focus. And productivity for productivity's sake is useless. I'm always keen to emphasize that you want to be productive doing the right things. So we're going to assume, for the purpose of this video, that you are already doing or focusing on the right things, the things that are going to move the needle in your business, the marketing, the sales conversations, working with your clients, creating new content. We're going to assume, just for this video, that you're good in all of those things. Okay? Don't worry if you're not, but just for this video, because what I want to do is work from that basis that when you sit down, you know what you need to focus on. But there's things that come into your world, into your periphery, and you want to stop them and you want to create a little bubble around yourself so that you can get the work done. So if you need to sit down and spend half an hour writing that blog post, or film that video, or create that new module for your online program, then it's really important that you actually do use that time effectively, because that's what working smart, it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. And so here are some really quick tips that you can use to help you to stay focused, okay? So first of all, this one thing has actually made a huge difference in my life. I'll give you a little caveat in a moment though. Turn off your social media feeds, okay? Because that is the #1 distraction, I think. That, because there's always things popping up. Oh, what are people talking about now? What's on Twitter? What's on Facebook? And I actually applied a Chrome extension on my laptop, and it's called the Newsfeed Eradicator. So when you go into Facebook, you can still check your notifications, but you can't actually see what's in the newsfeed. Now, sometimes I go onto my phone to have a look at the newsfeed, but that's just me. So I'm just showing you that, I'm not immune to this. But when I'm on the laptop and I'm working, it stops me from scrolling. Okay, so that's a brilliant one. Newsfeed Eradicator on Facebook. Okay, and I'm sure there's probably the relevant ones for the other social media channels. Just take them off. Don't look at them. That's all you have to do. Okay. The second thing I want you to do is to stop multitasking. Stop trying to do like 2 or 3 things in one go. Okay. We have this myth, especially as women, we like to think that we can multitask. But yes, we can multitask if we are doing something, a task that doesn't require any brain power, like having a cup of coffee or ironing. And when you are, when you're doing something that is actually more value add. You can multitask those two things. However, if you are trying to multitask, like listening to a training or recording or this video and you're trying to do other things, then it's really hard for your brain to know what am I gonna focus on. So if it's things that you don't really have to think too much about, that's fine. But when you are trying to get things done and you're trying to create really valuable work and content, then be single task focused. Okay. Then put your phone on airplane mode for when you are working. So I typically work between 9 and 12 every day because the kids are at school and crash. So one of the things that I will do is, because my phone has this annoying vibration, even if I turn the sound off, it still has this annoying vibration to let me know that an email's come in or something, some kind of a notification or WhatsApp message. And if you're part of loads of WhatsApp groups, you know how distracting that can be. So put your phone in airplane mode. So that means that nothing can come in, and just for the time that you need to really focus. Okay. And turn off your emails. So don't check your emails. I read somewhere that checking emails constantly actually makes us more stupid. I hate to say this, but we don't need, if you set yourself specific times to check your emails and stick to that as much as possible. Again, this is something that I struggle with, but it's something that I know that when I have applied it, it works beautifully, and it stops me from feeling like, some kind of an addict, constantly looking at my phone, because I'm like, what's that email? What's that email? It's not good. And I really don't want that. I don't want my kids to see that either. And unfortunately, they have seen me do that too often. And so it's really important that, we're modeling the kind of behavior that we really want to see from them as well. And then the final strategy is to use a timer. So this is kind of utilizing the law, Parkinson's law, which is something I mentioned in the book. And it's about how work expands to fill the time allocated to it. So if you say to yourself that I've got an hour and I'm going to write this blog post, you'll take the hour. But if you said I've got 30 minutes to write this blog post, you'll actually take 30 minutes. So using a timer is actually a really effective way of managing and enhancing your productivity. So if you sit down and say, okay, I want to create this module, I'm going to create the slides for it in the next half an hour, and you set a timer, and when it beeps, you kind of go, great, happy days. You'll actually have achieved so much more in that time than you would have thought possible. So that's a really great way of doing it. Have a timer, and it's a great one actually, because you can use a timer and you say, okay, I'm going to work solidly for 35 minutes, then I'm going to take a 10-minute break, then do another 35 minutes. Honestly, the stuff that you're going to be able to achieve in those supposedly tiny pockets of time will blow you away. Okay, that's it for me for today. Let me know how you get on. Please share your thoughts, your comments, your success stories, or your the stories about how you get distracted very easily with cat videos as well. And I'd love to hear from you. And if you think that this video would benefit somebody else, then please share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. All right, my lovelies, take care, and I will see you next time.